Time to check out the obviously most romantic religion in the world on this most romantic of days. And let's see all the ways that Scientology is going all out to celebrate love. And let's talk about Scientology and love. What's the relationship between Scientology and love, romance? I believe they would call that the second dynamic. Sexuality, all that stuff. 2D. That's the 2D reality. So, obviously, they have to have some pretty solid ways of celebrating the second dynamic on this second dynamic holiday. I wonder which part of their fake cross is the second dynamic. Would that be at the 2 o'clock position? The 11 o'clock position? These and many other things are mysteries yet to be solved in the world of Scientological research. But yes, curious, find out for yourself. Are you curious? I'm curious about how Scientology celebrates Valentine's Day. So I'm coming to find out for myself. The power to rise. Well, that's good. On Valentine's Day, you need to rise in order to create, and then you can live again. So the power to rise. So you got some ED strategies here, so everybody can rise on this most important day to rise and shine. The power to rise on Valentine's Day. Valentine's night, boy, you better rise. If you don't have the power to rise, you better get in there to Scientology so they can teach you the power to rise, because otherwise, not a day to be droopy down there in your britches. Hi. We love you. Spreading love, spreading awesomeness to the North Korean part of LA, one of the favorite tourist destinations. Once Scientology ends, we'll be able to reframe it as a museum of cultish suppression, and people will be able to come and see what it used to be like when people used to join cults. And so, yeah, this will be a very educational museum for our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren will come and they will marvel. And they will be shown videos of these empty streets, and they will be blown away, and they'll say, "Daddy, Mommy, that couldn't have ever happened, right?" And Daddy and Mommy will say, "Yeah, that's actually what happened. This evil cult lured people in, and they lured them in with, since it's Valentine's Day, love bombing." I know I talk about love bombing a lot, but it's really essential because most people are kind of starved for love. And so they go to somewhere and they get more love than they've ever received in their life. And obviously, that has an impact. That has a psychological impact on people. I don't know the hormonal stuff, but oxytocin, whatever, Oxycontin, some oxy stuff gets secreted in your brain. You get that love chemical going, that happy chemical, and then you get addicted, and you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. And that might be the most love you ever get to feel in Scientology before your love receptors are burned away by the electrolysis of Scientology. No more love receptors for you. Why would you need them? It will only divert you from studying the words of L. Ron Hubbard if you sit there focused on silly love and all your illusions. And for this special occasion, full Davey Mismanige regalia. Hey, Chichicana, can always count on you. Well, what's up is there is a major celebration of love going on here, as you can see, at the Church of Scientology. Everybody's heart is aflutter with the feelings of just pure, unconditional love. And we see it here in the, obviously, those of you who are mere pre-clears, you wouldn't get it, because a lot of this stuff is happening on the 8th dimension. And here we got some little love bunnies coming. You could tell that they're probably very Scientologically inclined by the face masks, because Scientology believes that you should reserve. Oh, they're probably not. Other people do wear masks. Okay, we don't want to profile anybody as a Scientologist prematurely. That wouldn't be nice. But around these parts, when you see a face mask, you think there's somebody hiding in shame from their cultish affiliation, which, not strange to do that. It's kind of a logical thing to do. If you have this kind of cultish affiliation, you don't want your family back home to see what you're up to. And so that's why we default a lot of times to the assumption that those who are hiding their faces are hiding in shame because they know they're part of a goofy profiling Masterson. Well, Masterson, one of the archetypes of Scientology's love style, his form of love bombing was a little unorthodox, to say the least, highly supported by the Church of Scientology. They were very supportive of Danny's amorous ways. And now he gets to continue them in prison, where he could spread love amongst all the inmates that he encounters. And that's a good thing, because inmates do need love. A lot of those inmates are in prison because they didn't get enough love. But now Danny's there to spread. Hey, thanks about that. I loved talking with DOA yesterday. Well, Danny's either a backdoor man or soon to be one. Yes, I agree with that. That analysis. And since we're talking about love, it's good to talk about the types of love that Danny will be involved in. So apparently he has claimed that he's having negative thoughts about his continuation and has been put into some kind of watch to make sure he doesn't do anything to himself, which probably means he's in a padded suit in a padded room. Yeah, Bubba Love, it's a good thing, that Danny can sit there and wonder, it got blurry, yeah. Well, they do have their little zapper weapons. But yeah, Danny will be 2D flowing with many Bubba type characters, many highly tattooed gentlemen who might like his lack of experience in their form of love bombing. Everybody can share their different love bombing techniques with each other, and that way there will be more love, not less, spread around the world. It's a beautiful thing for everybody, and it's what we celebrate on this Valentine's Day of Scientology love. And we notice how the love is spreading beyond these buildings, and it's oozing out into this North Korean-like environment. And if you were aware of the 8th dimensional Glarzok realm, you would feel it more. But, since you haven't gone through enough Scientology, a lot of the most awesome parts of Scientology are actually invisible to you. And that's a shame, but, there's one thing you could do about that. Get yourself down to the nearest Scientology org. Give them all your money. Just give it over to them, because they know how to spend your money better than you possibly could. I mean, they're following L. Ron Hubbard technology, so obviously they know what to do with money. I mean, they are the masters of business and money tech, and nobody could argue with that fact. That is a solid fact. And they're not paranoid at all, because paranoia is not good for love. Paranoia makes people jealous and worried and all that. And as you notice on all the tables with the hand sanitizer, they're not worried about germs at all, because they got it covered. They have the tech. Hey, Keith. Evening for you, huh? So you're the one in Wales? Is that Wales? Am I getting people mixed up? I believe Keith was from Wales. So yeah, we got a nice about 60 degrees. I don't know, maybe 17 Celsius out here, something like that. The e-readers. So, as we see, the Scientologist loving couples do not require physical presence at these tables, but their thetans, if you could see thetans, their thetans are having a good old time right here. It's very busy with thetans, but without your Xenu and Glarzok level eyesight, you're probably not seeing them. And that's a shame, because they're looking into each other's eyes with longing. And 6:15 in Wales and rainy. Oh man, that sounds a little depressing, but I remember rain. When it rains here, it's like hallelujah time, because this is a drought-prone area. But when I moved here almost 4 years ago, I did some rain dances, I did some voodoo, and I single-handedly ended the drought, so that was good. No, it's the love thetans. Yeah, they're the ones that are blurring things, because they're trying to be accessible to 3D perception, but it's hard, for them to bridge the gap from their high but they try, and it's very charitable of them to do that for us, because they don't have to do that. But yeah, blurring is really the best thing that they can do. All right, Gestapo. We got Gestapo. It's good. I think Gestapo's saying, why have you not started playing the Scientology music? And you see when he comes out, he looks around, and then he runs back like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, well, how can you blast me out if you have the speakers covered with plastic, dude? That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. So, anyway, full force, Scientology's dramatic expansion into the future. On display for the world to see. They are reveling in the glory of their endless wins. They're just winning, just chalking up wins everywhere they go. And that's what we like to see. We like to see them winning, because that's what they do best. And that's what we're all so jealous of. That's what turns us into such horrible religious bigots. It's jealousy over all this winning, over this success. Let's tell this dude. See, the jealousy over your success makes us, our reactive minds react. Well, yeah, either you did something wrong if you get sick, or yeah, you're connected to a suppressive person. And so then you need to find that suppressive person. It's very important to find the suppressive person. I am so pissed that this camera's not following me around. Are you fake? Why are you pointed this way, but not over at me when I stand sideways to you? They probably have redundant technologies. Oh no. Gestapo. There's Odo. Odo. Let's practice my German grammar. I'm a little bit, I'm really bad at those adjective endings, Odo. Maybe we could do a little word clearing with the Deutsch. But no, they're not gonna have a conversation. Well, they get so used to clearing those body thetans, and they, when you're in Scientology, you have this view that there are all these cooties and bacteria and all this stuff that's trying to get on you. And so, Scientologists get that kind of crazy thing, like they got bugs crawling all over them or something like that. And so they, they obsessively use hand sanitizer, which I don't think really sanitize. What I heard, it just dries your hands out to the extent that the bacteria cannot live. Hey, look at the nice little tent with the chair. This is really cute for now some say that Odo likes some of the stuff that Danny Masterson's going to get to try out pretty soon. And this is not proven, but it is an interesting thing to ponder on Valentine's Day. Because, all forms of love should be celebrated on this most romantic of days. And Odo just walked back there with another man. And palm reading or palm something else. So Odo, what are you doing with that young man out of public view? Should Odo be allowed with these young men, these fellow bearded gods, without being under the scrutiny of Scientology cameras and Davey Mismanige, who is regulating the situation in real time? I don't know. It seems like things could get very chaotic if they're not under constant scrutiny. And chaos is not appreciated in North Korea. Get Odo a joint and an ice cream. El Sueco, all right. Bamse Rickardsson. Var är du i Sverige? So, yeah. Everybody's pondering the sexual tension between Odo and the angry gay pope was palpable even on YouTube. I mean, you could feel the electric tension in the air when they got together. And the trash can place was, a lot of times I will think of stuff and then not do it very much, and other people will jump on it later. Of course, they jumped on that place because of species bigotry. That once Jessica got punched in the chest there, they were going to be getting a lot more attention from our people. And so you guys, where's the dauntless defiance? Oh, so you're a scorning, huh? Down there in the south. 30 kilometers from Malmö. Okay. Awesome. Ska jag försöka prata skånska nu? Nej, det går inte. All right. Wearing a mask? Good job, good job. Wear that mask, boy. Isn't it funny when they wear masks when they're alone in the vehicle? I mean, that's something everybody joked about during COVID. All these people driving alone. Thanks. Thanks about my skånska. Jag har nästan aldrig varit i Skåne, men jag skulle vilja lära mig skånska. Because it's the funniest and the happiest Swedish accent. It's very pixelated, I'm sorry. That's just Scientology's anti-spy techniques. They're probably beaming some cell phone disruptor kind of device. You'll just have to focus on being soothed by my voice instead. I apologize for the pixelation, but it is definitely them doing some things. No, I didn't see who was arrested last night. I did my interview here. Over yonder this way, and then I went home. Thank you about my voice. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to some voiceover people. Anybody know any voiceover agents in LA, you want to get me going? Oh, thanks about the interview. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. DOA is awesome. I love his life story from what I know of it. And yeah, people, they don't have any moves left, these Scientologists. Oh my God. Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, these people who support an abuser of women publicly, yeah, I hear that the game voice acting, I don't know what that is, but I guess it's for video games or whatever, computer games, a world that I do not know. Oh, thank you for that. AOLA. Hi, Steve. Thank you. Game character voices. That would be fun. Well, it might be boring, but, if it pays the bills, it could be Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, sign me up. I want to do audiobooks. Yeah, that would be, I think audiobooks would be pretty tough. I don't know how many hours a day they have you read the book. That would be interesting. But, doing commercials would be awesome. Like, I actually auditioned in New York for a Priceline.com commercial like 15 years ago. And it would have been being the guy that kind of says Priceline.com before Shatner. But when I went in for that audition, there were like actors that I completely recognized in there. Thank you. Yeah, it would be fun to do audiobooks. I just need to, I did a Google search the other day for agents. And then what happened was I got a bunch of scam stuff that popped up, and then I had other stuff to do, so whatever. Yeah, I could do Dianetics, and then I could pronounce certain keywords just slightly off, just put in some subliminal suggestions. The only problem with that is that then I would have to read Dianetics, so that would suck. I don't know if it would be worth it to go through the trauma of reading Dianetics in order to do that, but Epsilon, yeah. Okay, well, reading Dianetics, I don't know, if they paid enough, I could probably get myself into a state where I just read the words but don't retain them at all. I've been good at that in the past. Yeah, just send it out. What I'm thinking of is just walking right into the office and just being like, hey, I'm here. And, they can hear me as soon as I start talking. They can say, yeah, that's a guy we might want to see, so, or we don't do your kind of thing, that could be the possibility as well. But anyway, as we can see, Curtain Tech is in full place. Indie auto books, yeah. Well, I actually just signed up for the yes, Adam. I just signed up for the Audible partner program, whatever, so I can put my favorite books on there to share with everybody, and then maybe get a little commission when people buy stuff, which, hey, this is America. We want commissions. I want a percentage on everybody's percentage, of course. It's the only patriotic way to be. So yes, all the hugging, all the kissing, all the things that you've been missing in Scientology. Can you feel the love around? It's a very, very romantic spot, this cafe here. A place where many proposals have happened. I mean, feel the energy. Just feel it. Can you feel it as we get closer? Feel how it gets more intense? Okay, we're missing a hand sanitizer on table 1, on table 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got 10 tables missing hand sanitizers. Body thetans will now have a chance to get a foothold into the souls of these beautiful Scientologists who are unprotected. Okay, we need protection on Valentine's Day. And now all of these most romantic tables here in the grassy knoll area. And we know what happens on grassy knolls. We need protection. Okay, calling Davey Mismanige, please issue orders for hand sanitizer refills. They are gravely needed, quite necessary at the current moment. People are at risk of infection by alien space demon cooties without hand sanitizer. What will they pull in next? Obviously, those who have reached the higher OT levels have no need of any sanitization of any kind because their souls are pure as the driven blow. Blow drill, blow drill, blow drill. Yeah, I want to see an LRH cookbook, please. I want to see all the foods that rotted his teeth. It's a sauce. Yeah, I wouldn't want that sauce on my fries. That would be nasty. The LRH sauce. Vaguely reminiscent of boogers. Or so I have heard. Uh-oh. You will get in the van and you will not see the SPs. Why are you allowing your parishioners to get this close to an SP? That is unconscionable. That's right. Good. Yes, exactly. You got to be out of view. Yes. You can't be here in full view, putting people in there. Yeah, Hubbard used to hunt with his breath and destabilize the prey. It was a masterful technique that oh, here they come. I hope your windows are tinted enough. Happy Valentine's Day. SPs love you. We love you on Valentine's Day. We love you long time. Rise. Oh, I can feel the rise. Can you feel the rise? I'm rising. Yay. That's a nice car. Those are just lost people. Okay. Not illegal to pitch a tent. Well, they actually have these zones where you can't here. This is a very dangerous cult zone. I was just about to warn these people, this is not where you want to pull over and look for directions, because you will be seen as fresh meat. And fresh meat... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was dense again. I didn't get the reference. Yes. Pitching a tent is quite legal in the city limits. And Chichicana, sometimes I'm dumb with this stuff. Sometimes I just don't get the references. There's a weird thing when you're doing these live streams. Uh-oh. Yes, your 2D flow. I don't know. All right. Driving on the wrong side of the road is very impressive. Very impressive. We like it. Yes. The impunity that is enjoyed on the streets of Scientology is legendary. Legendary. Uh-oh. Do we have cultists that have emerged from the cult hotel? Or do we have just innocent bystanders who happened upon this North Korean-like scene? Drive like it's old St. Hill. Are you St. Hill level? He gave me a good look, so... sometimes it's hard to tell the meaning. All right, we got the SP colors flying on the dog walker. I bet she doesn't know that she is wearing the colors of the SP Declare. So that's interesting. Representing without even knowing it, most likely. Come on down to the cult of Scientology, where it is Valentine's Day, and we are celebrating with wine and roses and champagne if you don't like the wine. Now, those roses do have an incredible amount of thorns. Be careful of the thorns. Scientology roses can prick a bit, if you know what I mean. But always being slightly challenged when it comes time to rise. Wine, roses, and beans. Everything is not what it seems in Scientology, but it's kind of similar. It's fairly similar to what it seems. Traffic drama on L. Ron Hubbard Boulevard all the time. And for those of you, de Klerk, which is Dutch for the clerk, I think. That would be my guess. I don't think too wild of a guess. The thing is, with this Scientology spotting, here's the problem. We're surrounded by hospitals, or as Scientology calls it, future victim locations. And so we have a higher preponderance of mask wearing here than in most other areas, because we got, We got sick people and people not wanting to get sick and people visiting sick people and all that. And then we got people suffering from horrendous... Yeah, it's slightly more active than North Korea, but they're getting there. They're getting there. You know, yes, they do have lights on. They are hiding behind the blinds because they decided, you know, it's Valentine's Day. And so today's not the day to be dauntless and defiant and all that. Today is the day to hide behind, well, there's probably a lot of pointless activity going on in there. But, you know, it's very secret pointless activity that, you know, they don't want to share that with us SPs. They don't want to give away the secret sauce of the L. Ron Hubbard recipe. Because then we too could save the world like no other. I'm not filming this. Yeah, I'm keeping it away. You seem like a civilian. Not out here to piss off the locals, you know, just out here to just keep a historical record going. You know, history will punish us for not filming. Yes, all are welcome except you and you and you and you, and anybody who's had evil thoughts is obviously not welcome. Not at all. Oh, hey, anybody who hasn't liked and subscribed, check in with your inner Xenu and see if he would like you to like and subscribe. My guess is he would. So please obey your inner Xenu. Do what he says. He's really smart and very spiritual, and he will guide you in your journey up the bridge to total freedom. Yeah, you know, what's a couple million when you're saving the world? Yeah, I know. They got some illegal... I believe that is the Cuban technology that they used on the U.S. Embassy or something. But yeah, you know, they're jamming stuff, but they can't jam the truth. Not that they would know what it is. Yeah. Well, you know, illegal requires... Uh-oh, you cut off that scooter, girl. You almost caused an accident, dude. Not good. Not good at all. You should be ashamed. You should wallow in your shame on Valentine's Day and wonder, how did it get like this? Osa is definitely watching. Thanks, Tim. Osa loves to watch. I mean, and talk about rising, you know, that's some people that got no problem in the rising department, Osa. Because, I mean, they just sit there getting their jollies and, you know, they're very second dynamic. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Oh no, Virgo. The fastidious Virgo. Well, Virgos would love this scene, right? Everything's in its place. No humans messing it up. I got to keep up the good work, and then I got to start messing with Virgos. That's not nice. Oh, everybody's watching me. I'm an attention whore, and I'm getting just what I want. Praise the Lord. Praise Xenu. Xenu loves you. Yes, he does. What rhymes with does? Yeah, that's a good thing for the RPF. Hey, they're getting other people in the van, protecting them from the SP cootie vibe. Beware of the SP Cootie vibe and praise Xenu. Praise Xenu, he's my favorite alien. Yeah, see, I can just write songs like, just instantly. Because you paid $20,000, it can't be wrong. But I would rather watch Cheech and Chong. So yes, as we see, the major activity is obfuscation. Obfuscation, people. Word clear obfuscation, because I will never do it. Obfuscation is the situation for these Scientologistas. But here they come. We love you, you love me. It's Valentines for the Scientology, and a bing, no love. No love back. Unrequited love on North Koreaville Street of L. Ron Hubbard. I'm very unrequited at the moment, and I want to be requited. Okay? I have risen, so I need to be requited. Not requited, requited. Okay? Scientologistos, get what I'm saying, dudes? All right? So, I'm calling upon all Scientologists to use this wonderful day as an excuse to feel your heart energy, to feel that warm glow of amore. Because, as every Scientologist knows, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And that is a really weird romantic imagery from the Italians. Why would you want the moon to hit your eye like a pizza? I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's a more romantic idea than anything going on in these here parts. Elron, can you tell me the ways of love? American St. Hill Organization, Ash-ho. Hey, Ash-ho. Who's the Ash-ho? Are there some Ash-hos around here? I have risen, and I need me some Ash-hos. No, they do not know what love is. Well, Danny Masterson's going to be an Ash-ho, that's for sure. Danny Masterson's going to be quite the Ash-ho. The Ash-ho. When your 2D becomes like an Ash-ho, it feels like something's wrong with Valentine's Day. That lion has a very nice muzzle, indeed. Now, supposedly Davey Mismanige went berserk when he saw this. He was like, this is the ugliest shit ever, but I paid for it. So, well, Danny was born a woman in a man's body. He can't help it. And all of his Ash-ho attempts were just, him trying to get in touch with his feminine side through very weird ways. But, bummer. Bummer for everybody. Bummer for Danny. I'm not going into MAGA. that's my other life as a political scientist. Not my life here. Here I am just goofing, wearing a Navy hat or whatever. Gilligan's Island captain hat. That lion is lonely. He's been rising for a long time, but can't find that lioness amongst all the Scientology lionesses. Well, I'm going to leave you now for about a half an hour. I will be back because I want to find a more romantic Scientology spot than this. So, Paul Sci-Fi, yeah. So, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, scream out the window. Davey Mismanige rules Valentine's Day on L. Ron Hubbard, North Korean Boulevard. Thank you very much. See you in about a half an hour at another Scientological establishment. Bye-bye.